There's the start of the Kings Canyon walk. About 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll go and check it out, eh? Right guys, a couple of walks you can do here at Kings Canyon. One's the rim walk, they call it. She's a steep climb to get up there to start with. Roz and I are going to do the base walk around the bottom of it. And then I might come back and do the rim walk after that. But I'll tell you what, I didn't drive all this way not to make the most of it. Looks absolutely fantastic. The striking reds again that you see in all the canyons and gorges around Central Australia. Look at that, unbelievable. So we'll do the base walk first, check it out from the bottom, and then we're going to go up and check it out from the top. Well, the bottom track's following a creek bed right down along the side of the canyon. You can see here they must be doing joy flights there. They do helicopters and fixed wing. Might have a look. I think it's about $95 a person for a quick helicopter flight over the canyon. Might be something worth having a look at, the Savo. But have a look at this for a walk, guys. All the way, it's all been paved with rocks, and gee whiz, the further you get in, the better it's starting to look. Hope that's coming up on video for you. Look at that, absolutely amazing. Fair bit of bird life and that around in the canyon, which you can probably see why. There's big trees and everything galore here, but we've already seen one beautiful parrot. Don't know if it was one of them Port Lincoln redneck. Smedley, if you're watching, you're into your birds. Probably know all about them, but there was an absolute beautiful parrot sitting on the fence as we pulled up in the car park. Check the layer of rock out. Amazing, eh? I don't know if it's sandstone or limestone, whatever. Not into me rock and that, but you can definitely see the layering over the years, especially this one here. The water must rush through over millions of years and gouge it all out. Look at the sun starting to hit on the tops of the canyon there. Oh, well, something's happened here. They've closed the track off. Wish we knew that before we walked up here. Anyway, there's see a better view of the canyon from here, and right up there in the distance, guys, you can see a bridge going across one of those gaps up there. So that's obviously part of the rim walk, where you walk up along the edge there. We'll go back and give that a crack if we can't find another walk down in along the base. Surely there's a longer walk than this. Anyway, we'll go back and we'll see if we can find it. Righto guys, seeing as that one come to an abrupt end, we're going to do the Kings Canyon rim walk, 3 to 4 hour loop, 6 kilometres. And the first bit's nice and hard. You see everyone winding their way up there. That'll be the hardest bit. Once they're up the top, it'll be fine. But there's kids and old people, everyone having a crack at that, so we'll get stuck into it, eh? So yeah, guys, up we go. Nice short. Everyone said this is the hardest bit, but it's steep, but there's plenty of footsteps and whatever. Oh, Roz is a bit unfit. She'll make it, but how's that for the view, guys? We're only been going about 2 minutes and we're already up amongst the good stuff. Righto, we're not at the top yet, guys, but we're getting there. So mate, that's a good little climb. Started working a sweat up. Bloody good stuff. It's good, makes you feel good when you start working hard, eh? Used to sitting on my arse all the time. You get the old body working and let you know you're alive. And have a look at that. This lets you know you're alive too. Looking out at bloody scenery like that. Have a look at that. You can see the river winds its way through the canyon there. Well, coming in yesterday, there's about 9 of them. It looked like I could count about 9 peaks, guys, on the way in Kings Canyon. It's not just this here. It's just an amazing bloody feature, it really is. Here we go, meeting place of desert and ranges. The George Gill Range, where you're now standing, lies at the intersection of 3 major landforms. The McDonald Ranges, the sand plains of Lake Amadeus, and the low hills of the Simpson Desert. Well, there you go. Have a look at that behind me, guys. Kings Canyon. Doesn't get much better than that, eh? Absolutely magnificent. Anyway, we're up on the top. The steep stuff's over now. Ross says thank God, and we're going to skirt along this. Well, that's why it's called the rim walk, I guess. You walk around the rim of Kings Canyon. Anyway, let's keep going, eh? Just hit a flat section. We're up on the rim now, I think. Anyway, there's a helicopter landing pad up there for emergencies and whatever, and we've got the sat phone with us and plenty of water, guys. If you do this, make sure you get plenty of water in your backpack. We've thrown in the sat phone just in case. But no, one thing I've noticed since I've been out here is all the tour guides are Caucasian people. Why are the indigenous people doing all this? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but to me, you come out to places like this and this is where the indigenous people should be showing us and talking to us about the land and, you know, all that type of stuff. But anyway, that's just me. Yeah, ancient sand dunes, guys. They're saying millions of years ago these were actually sand dunes. Have a look at them now. Wow. Nice and breezy up the top now. Nice cool breeze. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. I think they were sand dunes millions of years ago. They're all like a limestone, red limestone now. We're kind of at the top, guys, still a bit up and down stuff, but this is beautiful along here. This going up actually through the rocks now. Yeah, you're not wrong. Roz is a bit happier. She's over the big climb now. Just as you turn the camera off, you come around a corner and you got it back on again. It's just, should just leave it on. There's just absolute photographer's paradise. Everyone's got their cameras out. No one's in a hurry to get anywhere, guys. You just take it in here. You just stop, catch your breath, and just take in the beauty. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, really. Well, remember I just said about 30 seconds ago, as soon as you turn your camera off, you turn the corner. Have a look at this. We just got around the corner and we're walking up through this. Unbelievable. I've just got to watch me footy in here. How's that for a view, Roz? Unbelievable, eh? Yeah, we'll get some still photos here, guys. We're going to max the memory cards out on the cameras on this walk, I tell you. Incredible. It's coming into a clearing from that little crevice we came through up there. Was getting some photos with her iPhone so we can share them on Facebook when we get some reception. We haven't had reception for a few days. Anyway, that's a good thing, isn't it? When you're out in places like this. Alright, there's the car park all the way down there. We've got sheer cliffs over here. I won't get too close. Have a look at that. Looks like it's been done with an excavator, doesn't it? So it's like sheer cliffs that are just straight, like it's been done with machinery. It's been done with water millions of years ago. Unbelievable. Not a bad view, Ros, eh? I'll see if I can get another angle for you, show you the cliff we're standing on here. See, a long way down. Bloody hell.
You got plenty of time, you're only young.
I said, I don't know if water's done that, guys, or if that's just risen up out of the bloody earth millions of years ago. What was it, Ros? I should read the signs, Ros reckons. I'll go and do that instead of making my own stuff up. Sounds good, bud, eh? Wind, rain and floodwaters widened and deepened this crack in the Mereenie sandstone. That's where the Mereenie Loop gets its name, I guess. There you go. Wind, rain and floodwaters. There you go. I didn't make it up. It was caused by floodwaters and wind and rain over the years, and then it collapsed in on itself. Look how almost like they've bloody taken sandpaper or plane to it, eh? It's just incredibly smooth in areas. This is the second one we've seen, guys, a rescue station. First aid for the helicopters. Ros saw that big box over there. They must have all the first aid supplies for the slings and neck braces and all that type of stuff in that box, so the helicopter can come in and they can do their stuff. Obviously there's a crew around somewhere that can attend to any emergencies. You know, someone having a cardiac arrest or whatever, they can chopper them off the top of the canyon. As you can see, this time of the year, guys, school holidays, and there's bus loads of high school kids all on their school expeditions and that, all from different parts of Australia. There was a bus load the other day we talked to. They were from Victoria somewhere, down near the Murray. So I don't know where all these kids are from, but they're from all around the place. And what a way to spend your school holidays, eh? Coming out to places like this.
If you want to do a video.
Right, eh? Check this out. Oh. I thought this might have been the bridge I saw from the bottom before, but it's not. It's just a set of stairs to get down the real steep sections. Wow, look at that. So we're heading down now, guys. Oh yeah, and we're going back up the other side by the looks of the stairs down and stairs back up. Quite a steep set of stairs. Yeah, beautiful. I think this is called the Garden of Eden, guys. I heard someone on the radio before referring to the Garden of Eden. I'll tell you, that's what it looks like. Riverbed, cycads, ghost gums. Look at the cycads growing everywhere. All the way down to the riverbed. Bird life down in there. It is the Garden of Eden. There you go. I didn't even read the sign and I got it right. Water source there for the birds and that. Absolutely beautiful. There you go, the Garden of Eden, guys. And that's exactly what it looks like. I hope it comes up on the camera all right, eh? Red cliffs down into a beautiful riverbed with green vegetation. Unbelievable. My knees remind me of the 20 years in the army when I do shit like this. Here we go, hasn't finished yet. still going. All the way back up there. It's one of the scenic helicopter flights going over Kings Canyon. And we're on the other side of the Garden of Eden now. You can see the people coming down the stairs from where we just came from. Beautiful here, wasn't it, this part? This is spectacular. Wow. You could pitch a tent and spend a week here. This is beautiful. Right over on the, I think it's the northern, no, we're on the southern side, Kings Canyon now. Looking down into the Garden of Eden. There's an actual walk you can do along the Garden of Eden there, guys. Looking down into the beautiful little pools. All the school kids having a break down there. Have a look at that. Unbelievable. Well, we're on the other side now. On the southern side. Have a look at the wall. Oh my goodness. Just when you think you've seen the best bit, you come up and you see that. Holy dooly. She's a long way down, guys. I'm not going to get too close. Not real good on heights. Look at that. Look at the layers in there and the colours. Wow. There's the people up there on the northern side. It's a long way down. A change in scenery now. It's, I don't know, it just seems to have changed. We're heading down now.
It's like the Valley of
And
Kings.
yeah. It's amazing. I don't know how to describe it. It's just
Never been to Egypt. And
like a desert, but it's all just layered rock. Unbelievable.
people coming.
Tell you what, guys, if these markers weren't around, it'd be very easy to get lost up here. Lose your bearings. Real easy. The only thing that'd save you is probably the direction of the sun. But it's all well marked. The rim walk's all the blue arrows. So it's been very well marked the whole way. So you just keep your eyes open, you can't get lost. But if those markers weren't here, I'll tell you what, there'd be people walking everywhere. We've got a little bridge here. Let's see where this heads, eh? Righto, here we go, guys. We've started the final bit down. Ros nearly twisted her ankle before, so she's alright now. The final little climb down to the car park, which you can see there in the distance. Absolutely about three to 4 hours to do the rim walk, they say, to depending on how fit you are, but you don't want to, it's no speed record. You want to stop and take in the beauty and get some really good photographs along the way. As I said, there's no rush, you've got all day to do it. Here we are, guys, we made it. We're down the bottom at the car park. She's a fair old slog, but worth every step, I reckon. It was absolutely spectacular. Where's Ros? She's not even here. Ros coming down the final little bit of the climb. Well done, miss. Good work. Ros was nearly not going to do it, but I think she's glad she did now. And she twisted her ankle, but you made it. Good on you. Good effort. We'll get up to the car park and we'll grab a can of lemonade out of the fridge. Righto, guys. We're here. It's what is it? Tuesday Arvo, 3rd of July, Ros, I think. And this is our second afternoon at the Kings Canyon Resort. and we got in yesterday afternoon, got a fairly good campsite set up, and we'll have a talk about the setup soon. And this morning we went out and we did the Kings Canyon walk, guys. One of the best things I've ever done, honestly. Roz has bloody twisted her ankle right towards the end, and she got an ice pack on it, so that was a bit of a bummer there. But what do you reckon? The walk was pretty spectacular, wasn't it?
Yeah, after the first steep steps.
We went clockwise direction, guys, and I tell you what, she's pretty well straight up. And a lot of old people doing it too, but they all got up the top, and I'll tell you what, once you're up there, just amazing. They say 3 to 4 hours for the rim walk around the top, which is the one you really got to do. There's a heap of walks around there. We did one this morning at thinking we go down on the base, but it was cut off after a few hundred metres. But we went and did the rim walk anyway, and we're glad we did. It was hard yakka at the start, but fantastic. And anyway, we're back here. It's quite warm today, middle of the day, and we're just waiting. We're going to go to the what is it? The Thirsty Dingo Bar tonight, up here at the resort. The Thirsty Dingo Bar. We're going to probably have a beer, have a pizza or a feed or something. Give them a bit of support. Tell you what, heaps of people here at the resort, guys. It's, when I say resort, look, it's not bloody Hamilton Island or anything like that. We're in the middle of Australia, but tell you what, camping areas, camp kitchens, heaps of toilets and shower facilities spread around everywhere, because there's a lot of people here. But it's not like you're lining up for the shower and that, so you know, hats off to them for that. There's a bar up there. Tell you what, paid $2.19 yesterday for diesel. It's the most I've ever paid in my life. I think it was 140 something bucks to top the tank up. So I had the Jerry's there, but I wanted to top my main tank up. Yeah, was it $2.19 a litre? It's the most I've ever paid. But anyway, you expect that out here in the middle of nowhere. So we're just waiting for it to cool down a bit. This afternoon there's a boardwalk just behind us, guys, where you can go on a big viewing platform, and we can look out to Kings Canyon and watch the sunset. So we're going to take the camera out on the tripod and might do a time lapse or something like that. Experimenting with this time lapse stuff just on the iPhones, and have some dinner tonight. But anyway, I'll tell you what, just a quick one on the setup. We've tried a few different setups now. You know, we've been our 6th night, I think, since we've been gone, something like that anyway. But we're a real fan of the RV5 Oz tent. It's just as quick and easy to set up as the Swag. Plenty of room in there. The awning's fantastic. We're getting better at it now. The 270-degree square back awning. Loving the kitchen. Everything's going good. I'll show you the batteries in a minute. I've just got the 150 watt Ridge Rider solar blanket, guys, on the windscreen of the BT facing north. I've put some juice into me 120 amp hour battery in the back of the BT, and then I'm just throwing a little bit more, not that I needed it, into the drifter trailer. We're still on. We've been here a full 24 hours now, and those batteries are showing 12.7. So the fridge and the light last night's just drawing nothing out of those 2 batteries, which is fantastic. But I thought I'll give them a top up anyway, and then I'll throw it back into that little 150 watt Ridge Rider solar blanket. I'll tell you what, I'll give that the thumbs up. Fantastic. And speaking of solar, we're just coming back from the boardwalk before, Roz and I saw a mate out with his bloody like a multimeter with a light on it, and he's having power problems. He's got one of the Chinese camper trailers, and the guy said, listen, take it away for a trip, and if you like it you can buy it. But he didn't put the bloody solar cable in there. So a couple of good Samaritan things so far, and I had a spare 5 metre lead with an Anderson plug on each end, and I took it over and we plugged it in, and he was back up and running. So it's a bit hard when he's sitting here trying to camp up for a few days and he's got no solar power through his battery, so I've lent him the cable and that, so I've got him out of trouble. And yesterday, coming down through the Marini Loop on the 150k of pretty rough road, she was corrugated in parts, a lot of bull dust and dips and that, but everything went well. The BT50 and the drifter trailer went well, and I told the boys I'd give them a shout out. We were there having a rest, about 20 kilometres to go before we got back on the bitumen. There's a couple of brothers there, and I wrote their name down. I think I got your names right, fellas. Mark and Rob. One's from the Gold Coast, one's from Brizzy, and they were in a Nissan, some sort of Nissan, and it had road tyres on it, and they were changing their wheel. And I said, what, have you got a flat, fellas? They said, yeah, we got a slow leak. And they were putting one of the little space saver, like it looked like a pizza, on the back of their vehicle. And I thought, oh, all right, they're nearly at Kings Canyon. I said, you're going to Kings Canyon? They said, no, we're going the other way, where we just come from, and it was as rough as guts. I said, that space saver tyre's not going to make it, fellas, back along those corrugations and shit. Anyway, we found the leak in their tyre, and it was just something sharp went straight through the top. So I got the plug kit out. I did a clip a little while ago and showed you how to plug tyres. Anyway, we got the plug kit out, and we plugged their tyre. We threw that one on the back, and that way they got to keep 4 proper sized tyres on their vehicle. And fellas, I hope you got through okay. I hope that bloody plug got you all the way through to Alice Springs so you could get it sorted out. Speaking of Alice Springs, another shout out. Told you I'll give you a shout out, guys. Chris and Kerry from Gladstone. They came over, they saw the Dot trailer, and they came over for a chat, and I wrote their names down. So Chris and Kerry from Gladstone, thanks for coming over and having a chat. And another lad, young fella, come over. He sent me a message, and he said, what night am I going to be in Alice Springs? And I didn't reply to him for, like, I didn't really know who he was and that. But anyway, he tracked us down. He saw the drifter trailer at the Big 4 there in Alice Springs, and he come over and said, g'day, and mate, sorry, I've forgotten your name. Was it Jamie, maybe?
Could be Jamie.
I'm plucking that one out of my arse. Anyway, mate, you know who you are. Thanks for coming up and having a chat. We had a good chat for about an hour, and he was really interested in the drifter trailer. So thanks for coming up and having a chat, mate. So anyway, head off tomorrow. We'll pack up in the morning. No hurry to get anywhere. It's one of the Joy flights is heading back over to the canyon with another group of tourists on it. We'll get up in the morning. We'll pack up. Pack-ups aren't too bad, eh? Like pretty quick and easy. The pack-ups certainly easier than the tent and the gazebo and all that. We're getting better at the packing the awning up. The Oz tents are nice and easy to pack up. Bit hard with all this red dirt and that around. And we're going to push down to Curtin Springs tomorrow, which is about 80 kilometres from Uluru. And there's Mount Connor down there, which they call Foolaroo. And when people first see Mount Connor, they think it's actually Ayers Rock or Uluru, guys. It's that big. So we're going to stay there tomorrow night. And then on the 5th of July, which happens to be somebody's birthday, and we get into Uluru. And we're going to spend about 4 nights in at Uluru. So fantastic, can't wait for that. But it's been a good trip so far, hasn't it? Like some of the countryside, and I know there's a lot of oohing and ahhing and oh look at that and that's beautiful, and you'll probably get sick of me saying it, guys, on when you see the videos, but it's just been, hasn't it, the countryside.
We were just clicking away, weren't we?
Yeah.
It was like endless shots.
Just every time you put the camera down, you see something else that you want a photo of, and it's just amazing. Tell you what, there's a lot of shit countryside getting out here through Western Queensland and what have you. Some bloody nice stuff too, but there's a lot of nothing to get here. Once you're here, geez, it's worth it, eh? And anyway, it's only going to get better when we get down to Uluru.
The icing on the cake.
The icing on the cake, and I'll tell you what, a few people we've spoken to have been talking about the Olgas, or what is it?
Katajuda.
Katajuda is the traditional name for the Olgas, guys. Katajuda. So it's the Uluru Katajuda National Park down there, and they reckon the Olgas are spectacular also. So can't wait to see that. You'll get to see all that stuff on video. Anyway, enough chatting. Have I forgotten anything?
No,
Everything's going good. The trailer's going good. The BT50's going good. Going to recheck my wheel nuts to Savo because we've been on corrugations and that. Tell you what, Tofty, thanks for this bloody mat, mate, that you gave us. It's like a big sea gear. We got the sea gear mat under the bottom of the Oz tent, and Drifter now, guys, got these big 270-degree ground mats, like a sea gear mat. The
shape of it.
Yeah, so, and you need it when you're in the dirt and that, and it just keeps a lot of the dirt and that at bay. So fantastic, but everything's good. Cooked up a curry last night, Roz did, in the kitchen. Come out all right. Geez, it was hot, and I was a bit worried being stuck up on Kings Canyon this morning that something might happen and I might have to dive over the edge or something, but it didn't happen, thank God.
Good.
So I avoided a catastrophe there. But anyway, walk around a minute, give you a look, and we'll give you a look at the sunset tonight going down over Kings Canyon. I knew I'd forget to say something, and I was going to say it, guys, but you know that having your your campsite on top of your vehicle or attached to your vehicle. There's good and bad points for it, eh? But in a situation like this, the guys next door got a rooftop on their vehicle, pack it up this morning to go to Kings Canyon, come back, set it up again. Whereas we can just bloody set up the trailer, lock it up obviously, lock the canopy up and jump in the BT and go and explore other parts and then come back and our campsite's already set up. So there's good and bad points for both, but I'll tell you what, just fantastic just being able to jump in the BT and go for a drive somewhere. I'm just glad our campsite's not attached to the vehicle, but some people will probably go, no, but for when you're on the go every day, okay, they're probably fine, but when you're doing things like this and you're camped up and you want to go and have a look around, you don't want your bloody campsite attached to your vehicle. I'll give you a sneaky little look around our campsite here at Kings Canyon, guys. So just got the BT freestanding there. I've just thrown this Ridge Rider solar blankets there and been charging up the old battery in the back there, and I've give the batteries here a bit of a hit. What have we got? 13.4, so that's just on float charge at the moment, so those two batteries are going like a beauty. The Oz 10 set up there. Roz having a bit of a lie down after the big walk this morning. Fridge is going well in the side there, and this mat's been a lifesaver. The only thing we forgot to throw in was a bloody broom, guys. If you got something like that, put a little broom in, or a Ryobi blower or something. Kitchen's going well. Loving that Primus gas stove. We're cooking up some good feeds, cooked up some toast this morning, boiling the Uniflame kettle there. Tell you what, I'm a fan of that little Uniflame kettle. I'm not a fan of this one here. The bloody lid keeps falling off all the time. This one here, when you go to pour it out, the water, because of this little thing here, the water goes down the side. It's a pain in the bum, but anyway, I'll probably leave that one at home. But this one here is a little beauty, and all the cupboard space and that's going really well. So there's our setup, and I'll tell you what I do like, guys, middle of the day here, look at the shade we've got. Shade everywhere, and the Oz tent there stops the northern sun as it's going across, coming in there, giving us heaps of shade, and can always throw the walls up if I need to. Just Velcro a couple of walls on and keep the sun out, but we don't need to do that. The Oz tent's doing the job, and this bloody awning here is an absolute cracker. It really is. Oh, we thought we'd come up to the viewing platform. Might have it, a couple of people. Oh, look at that. Everyone's got the same idea. Watching the sun go down over Kings Canyon. We'll get a couple of still photos soon, but yeah, it's beautiful.